Red button means we're live, a casual take with your boy Stephen Pepper, here to give a take off my chest. Hope everyone had a good 4th of July weekend. I did, got to spend the weekend with my bros, but it looked like the Yankees didn't. It wasn't all fireworks up there in Queens. They had some trouble, so let's talk about it. No team, and I mean no team yesterday in baseball. Okay, maybe the Guardians needed a win more than the Yankees, and they got one. They finally got a win, beating the Mets, which snapped their second 6-game losing streak in just 3 weeks, which is pretty embarrassing for the best team in the league, according to Aaron Boone. But with all your expectations and you're losing like that, at this point, a win is a win. Now, does a win mean the Yankees are back? No. I mean, congrats. You won a game that you were supposed to win comfortably, right? A Max Fried start versus a Mets bullpen, not even their best bullpen arms, by the way, and you still almost found a way to lose that game. I mean, the Yankees bullpen has been so atrocious in July. They cannot play a safe game to save their lives. Like, if it wasn't for a Cody Bellinger shoestring catch, I could really be up here talking about 7 losses in a row for the Yankees. It would have been that. They were that close from disaster. But he made the catch. Credit to him. They got the win. So, on a positive note, what does this win mean for the Yankees? And to me, this win allows them to just collect themselves, gather themselves. They get the day off today after playing 10 games in a row, 7 on the road. In the summer, in the heat, that's tough. They can come back home to New York, rest up with just 2 series left at home before the All-Star break to sort of just exhale. And going forward, tell yourself it's 1-0. Okay, it's 1-0 going forward. That's where they can build. But they got to stack wins. They got some works to do. So any Yankees fans listening, I wouldn't prematurely say that this win means they're back, because one win doesn't mean the rough patch is over, right? Like, if a couple wins in the June swoon didn't prevent that from becoming the July swoon, then one win here doesn't mean the July swoon is over. Like, at the end of the day, the Yankees still lost the series to their little brothers in the Mets. With the Jays win yesterday, they're still 3 games back from the Jays in the American League East. They got to stack some wins. And this is a Yankees team right now that I don't remember the last time they played a complete game. Like, just an impressive win against an actual team. It feels like it's been forever, where not only they're hitting well, but pitching well. And I honestly thought it was going to be yesterday, because they were facing the Mets bullpen. That's home run city for the Yankees. And they got a Max Fried start, who, after a loss, is pretty much a guaranteed win. It's like a 1-point-something ERA if you look at the numbers. And Aaron Boone said himself, if anyone was on the mound yesterday to end that win streak, it was going to be Max Fried. And although he wasn't dominant, he gave up 2 runs. I thought he was good enough to let the Yankees have a comfortable win, given what their offense was doing. But right on schedule, their bullpen comes in the game, and it's immediately bases loaded. This is just how every game has gone for the Yankees in July swoon. Their bullpen has been this bad that if the Yankees have a lead or have a close deficit, they just let the floodgates open and teams just start pouring in runs. Because the offense hasn't been the problem for the Yankees. It hasn't. It was in the June swoon where they couldn't score runs. It's the pitching that can't stop opponents from scoring runs. Because offensively, since June 28th, that's what Yankees fans point to as the start of the July swoon, they're scoring about 6 runs a game at 5.78. But the pitching is digging the offense into too deep of holes they can't pull themselves out of. About 8 runs a game allowed. 7.78 by the Yankees pitching stat. And again, if it wasn't for that Cody Bellinger incredible catch, that game would have got even more out of control, and we could be talking about 7 losses in a row. But he did make the catch. So what does this game mean for them? This win means the Yankees, they're not back, but they can gather themselves. Okay? This was a safety net win for the Yankees. A Max Fried start is like a safety net because they were free falling, and they needed someone to catch them, right? Like, this is like a cushion. That win was like a cushion or an inflatable that, firefighters lay down at the end of buildings to save people from falling off. Okay, like, oh my gosh, I could have hit the concrete if it wasn't for that. Or the automatic brake system in a car. Like, oh my gosh, if I didn't have it, I could have gotten a fender bender. That's what a Max Fried start versus a Mets bullpen on a 6-game losing streak was like. Because I'm not saying the Yankees season would have been over if they would have lost, because there's still a lot of baseball to play. But, man, if they didn't win that game and it would have got to 7 in a row, that's demoralizing to the locker room. And you start asking yourself, where's the next win coming from? Where's the next win coming from? And you look around like, oh, my gosh, not only would the AL East title become less attainable, but we could fall out of the playoff picture here entirely in the American League, and that would just be a disastrous season. It would be 2023 all over again. But they got the win in these next two series. Although they're at home, they are tough. Seattle and the Cubs. But they get the day off. They can get their arms, their pitchers to rest. Jazz Chisholm, who wasn't there on Sunday, him the rest. And they can just go like, okay, the pressure of the losing streak is off. Let's just go out and just play free baseball and try to just lock in and just win some games before the All-Star break. That's what the Yankees' focus should be. But let me know what you guys think. I appreciate everyone for tuning in to this episode of A Casual Take. Follow my social media. Stay updated on all things related to the show. Until next time, see you.